Hello everyone, welcome back to the train room. It's Mike and Christian, and we are going to share our latest update on our new layout build, where we have added in our slot cars, which we've wanted to do for years. I bought Christian his first slot car set for his first Christmas about 25 years ago. So we've added a lot of stuff over the years and had been doing the, carpet racers deal, our basement floor racing. And then when we started finishing our basement to do model railroading down here in O gauge, because we were doing N and had plenty of room, we found ourselves without a spot for our slot cars. So we tore down our layout that we had started building in O gauge and changed up the entire tabletop so that we could add in trains and slot cars. So we may need to change the name of our channel at the suggestion of some of our viewers. So first, let's go through some of the updates to the model railroad real quick. The first update, at the suggestion of several of you who put in my comments on my last video sharing the addition of this big loop on the slot car track top, we added a little bit more elevation. So we added a 1/2 inch of elevation to the loop and extended the elevation before it starts to decline. So we still have the same, we expanded the incline also. So you can see there's the 4.5 inch height for about 4 feet now, instead of just reaching the bridge, then going across, then staying at 4 inches here, and then starting to go down. So now you're 4.5 inches for a long distance. So thank you for that suggestion. It does look much better than going up, crossing a bridge, and going right back down. Then we had been experimenting with, did we want to have a digital layout for our slot cars, or do we want to do analog? Because we have about 30 digital cars and about 300 analog cars. But we like the digital racing because we like the fact that you can run out of fuel. So it's realistic, where you have to go in and pit and fill up your fuel tank. We like the starter tower here, arch, and how it syncs with the iPad, or you can Bluetooth your image onto a screen and start your race, and then it keeps your lap time and everything through the Bluetooth app here. And we like the wireless controls, obviously, but we did add wireless controls to the next track we're going to talk about. So we have the lane changing action, out of the pit, back onto the outside. If you want to take that turn on the outside, come back here. Then you have another lane change that you can switch to the outside of the hairpin curve, and then come around, and then at the straightaway you can do a lane change if you want to go into the pit, or you just want to pass people. So we have one more lane change section that is a left outside to inside, that we may add either here or over in here. So Christian, what car you got on the track, man? Put a car on real quick. Just put your Mustang on and run it around the track real quick. There you go. So you can make it around the track about 5 to 6 times, depending on how you're driving, before you run out of gas and you have to pit. Or else your car will just stop, and the lights will start to blink when you know your fuel's getting low, or you can pay attention to the gauge. Go ahead, buddy.
All right.
So this is the track plan. It's a little more challenging. So up, over, come through, quick jog, go around the hairpin, around another hairpin, and head back down. So that is that track plan. Then I have wireless control for the analog track hooked up on our oval. So this is just an extended oval. We went to the Indy race, the Bommarito 500 on Sunday, and it was good watching an oval race, right? That's a 1.25 mile track, so Indy cars go fast around that. And I thought, well, for variety, why not have the ability to run analog on an oval track and keep our digital instead of buying the adapter to run our analog cars on a digital track. But who knows, it may end up we adapt both of them to do digital and analog in the future. But for now, I mean, this is the much faster track of the two. You can take super high speeds and it is fun. Uh-oh, I crashed, dude. So you can do super high speeds and you can get a little carried away and launch your GT40 right off of the curve. So we're really focused on figuring out how we want to finish this out here. And this will probably be the first part of the entire layout that gets finished, because once we decide on the track plan, if you go back through my videos and see our prior layout, this will be finished with a lot of landscaping and some inclines and maybe some small hills, maybe not the full mountains like we had, but it'll be interesting to figure out how we want to do the landscaping on this. Outside of that, that's the main update so far. I picked up this little digital set for 25 bucks because it was a leftover. They don't really make this anymore. It's not digital. I should say it's digital throttle control instead of analog, but it's not. It's controlling the voltage going to the track versus a remote receiver in a car like on the other digital set over there. So anyway, I adapted it. This was a 4-lane set. Was meant to add on to an existing analog controller set, and I adapted it so it could run the main power track because they haven't made this in a long time. But it's super responsive and super efficient compared to the regular analog controls. So I got a learning curve on how to drive the cars because the throttle is super sensitive, at least on the Scale Electric's car there. Well, that is our update for tonight. As we continue the build, as requested, I will continue to provide updates. So for now, I hope everyone has a great week. It's hot and humid out here this week. Temperature is supposed to be crazy. So hopefully we can get some more building done and decide on final track plans. What do you think, kid? Think we can? Yeah?
Yeah, we can.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you all next time. If you like what you're seeing, please subscribe, and we'll see you later.